Alright, here we go. Chapter 9. Oh dear God. Lightning fell near the ruins of Rashomon, at the southern edge of Heian-kyo. Do you have any banner recommendations or suggestions in the next 2 to 3 months? I don't think I'd be the one to ask for suggestions, honestly. I mean, I look at the FGO event compendium Google spreadsheet if you want to like look ahead at like the banners going by the JP schedule. I'll just go link it here if you want. What the fuck? Oh, that's my cable falling down. Also, stream might be buffering a little bit because it's gonna load this entire Google Doc now that I'm loading this up. But give me a moment here. Space Ishtar early next year. Oh yeah. Like let me see. Let me scroll back to this real quick. So then, come on. This is gonna take a while for me to load. Also, I'm sorry if the stream is dying. This Google spreadsheet is way too much for my poor internet to handle. One more moment. Okay, there we go. Oh, Ibuki Doji is literally right after this. Oh. Right. Fuck me. But yeah, New Year's would be Muramasa. Like, Space Ishtar is like really good for like Lupin and stuff. Ibuki good? I actually don't know. I just want Ibuki because she looked cool. Cause I may be a sucker for anime titty. Anyways, but I actually don't know what she does. Let me read up. So 50% charge, increase attack 3 times, or for 3 hits for 3 turns. Busted performance, defense, and crit stars. Steal NP, crit damage, and increase damage against undead enemies. Ibuki looks alright. But NP wise, ignore invincibility. Ignore defense buffs. Oh, it's an AoE as well. Reduce busted resist. Oh yeah. Ibuki can do some... She can do some buster damage. You saw Space Ishtar considering pulling because she looked cool? Oh yeah, she looks pretty cool, and also, like, she's pretty good gameplay-wise too if you can get her, like, at a high MP level. Although, all things considering, never, unless you're a whale, never go for high NP levels, unless you think you're really lucky. But yeah, like, was it like NP2 you can like loop basically, or you can loop farm like almost anything with Space Ishtar? If I remember correctly. But yeah, as for me, I'm saving for, let me see, so we have Ibuki literally right around the corner. If I scroll down a little bit further in this list, we got... Actually, no, it'll be a dry spell for me to save up again, now that I think about it. Yeah, so Ibuki into Morgan Le Fay. Unless I want a YOLO roll for Summer Abigail, for the hell of it. But nah. But yeah, Morgan Le Fay, and then after Morgan Le Fay, I think I said I wanted to pull for, actually, no one else for that, or actually no one else for that year. Well, what about much later? So we're looking at next New Year's. Oh, fuck me. Coin Sky of Light and Darkness. fuck. Wait, is light and darkness? Wait, no, they're different, right? But yeah. Oh, fuck me. Well, that's not gonna be for a long ass time. So I'm gonna be saving for quite a while, honestly. Unless I really want to impulse pull out of gotcha withdrawal. Like, once we see how the dust settles after Morgan's banner. And Ibuki. But yeah, I'm contemplating whether or not I want to go for, like... Oh, actually, no, time out. I did say I want to get NP 2 or 3, I think. Murasaki Summer. During the Summer 5 rerun. So I'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, that'll be my plan going forward. So Ibuki, who's right around the corner. We have Morgan Le Fay. And then we have Summer 5 with Murasaki Rider. And then Koenskaya of Light and Darkness. So then I think that should be enough time in between banners to save up a modest amount and pray that I can get Koenskaya of Light and Darkness. Anyways, moving on. Nobody was struck directly. But in the lightning's wake, 2 demons appeared. They were not human, but truly demonic in all but appearance. A far cry from the creatures who wandered about at night. A single step, and the nearby spirits begin to writhe in agony and dissipate, followed immediately by other monsters going mad and taking their own lives. Ah. They take their own lives? Or they go insane and take their own lives just by being within their presence? Such was the overwhelming wickedness and power of these demons. Saisetsu. Present. Hyobi. Present. The 2 humanoid creatures appeared more Oni than demon, for they now stood upon Kyo's ground without so much as a single spell. An impossible feat. The great bounded field that surrounded Heian-kyo was the creation of the legendary Onmyoji Abe no Seimei. No manner of wicked creature should have been able to penetrate it. Even so... Cursed creatures! How dare you make your way directly through Lord Seimei's bounded field? Who are you? Stay where you are! Not another step further! This man dead. We 8 generals are corpses, and thus have nothing to discuss. We are here only to make our way to the demonic tree that stands at Suzaku Gate. None can stand in our way. Move aside. We may be corpses, but we are also invincible, ferocious blades. The demonic tree at Suzaku Gate! You know of it! Then you will go no further. We will cut your heads off where you stand. We just warned you about our power and ferocity. But then you humans never listen, do you? You just come at us with your swords and start hacking away. Oh well. I guess I'm not in any position to criticize since I'm doing the same thing now. One head. 2, 3. Oh, what the? Is that sword floating in the air? Come for the warriors! We need their help! Get everyone stationed near Rashomon here, on the double! Suzaku Gate is now the gate to hell. Once we arrive at Naraka Mandala, this world will be no more. So I suppose killing you all here now is an act of mercy. How kind of you, Lady Hyobi. Ah, don't be ridiculous. This is obviously like the opposite of mercy. And so, in the blink of an eye, every officer and warrior tasked with defending Rashomon was dead. This was nothing like the previous Oni's playtime. Blood, limbs, and heads scattered in all directions. Soon the only 2 left standing were the demons. It was a sight straight from hell itself. God damn. Even more story, let's go. We have an emergency! Monsters have appeared on Suzaku Avenue. The offers... Wait. Offers? The officers and warriors there have been devastated. I was like, offers? Oh my god. The offers. Oh man. Translation team, I wish you the best for your future endeavors with the rest of translating the rest of FGO stories for however many years to come at this point. They were offers, now they're offed. I'll get out of here. Excuse me. Yeah, I can see that huge evil-looking tree at Suzaku Gate all the way from here. No, Lord Kintoki, it was not Suzaku Gate. Two demons calling themselves Saisetsu and Hyobi appeared out of nowhere at Rashomon. After slaughtering every nearby officer, and warrior, they began heading north along Suzaku Avenue, directly towards the demonic tree at Suzaku Gate. So, we have two monsters headed for that demonic tree. I recognize those names. Saisetsu and Hyobi are both Omyodo deities. However, I've never heard of them being summoned with physical forms before. Do you know what's going on, Caster? No, I'm afraid not. Then what can you tell us about that demonic tree now standing by Suzaku Gate? Not much, I'm afraid. All I can say is that it possesses an enormous amount of magical energy. I know what it is. It's a tree of emptiness. A tree of emptiness. Come to think of it, you mentioned those before, didn't you, Kirby? You said they were monsters that looked like giant trees that came down to Earth after the world beyond tomorrow became a world of pure white, right? So if one of those things is growing here in the city now, it must mean... shit going down. Yeah, it's to be expected. What does it mean? It means that Heian-kyo is going to transform into an entirely different world. It also means that a new tree of emptiness will take root in proper human history skies, which will bring our very future to an end. And for Kirby there, it means her return destination will become even more distant. Wow, that's amazing. They're just writing floating around in the air. Who's doing that? How are you doing that? I didn't cast a spell, neither did Nursery Rhyme. It appears to be a kind of long-range communication spell that was very different from telepathy. I suspect it is woven with a translation spell as well. Then perhaps it was cast by Lady Murasaki Shikibu. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I can even sense Karuko there. I apologize for the intrusion. I hope you don't mind that I let myself in. Karuko! Yes, it's me. Oh my, Lady Karuko. I haven't seen you since we bumped into each other at Lord Michinaga's manor. And even then, I saw you only briefly. Please, make yourself at home. Bring us some water, and be quick about it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Here you are. I shaved off some ice from the ice house to go with it. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I feel much better now. Thank you, everyone. I know very little about poetry, but I do adore your beautiful story. Though, unfortunately... Is it about Hikaru? It seems we won't have much time for pleasant chit-chat. No, I'm afraid not. I just came here from the palace as fast as my carriage could carry me. After I received the notice urging me to come here at once. And no sooner had I left than that tree sprung up right at the palace. It's okay, Karuko. You're safe now. Lots of tough warriors here in the Genji house. There's nothing to be afraid of here. Thank you. That was great, Kintoki. I'm proud to see you know how to behave like a gentleman. Well done. Oh my god. Come on, knock it off, will you? Anyway. What do you mean by notice? Did you receive a letter from someone? Does it have anything to do with the writing we saw floating in the air? Yes, it does. In fact, the letter I received was from Lord Abe no Seimei. Oh. Abe no Seimei? But I thought he wasn't in Heian-kyo right now. Indeed, he isn't. Even now, Abe no Seimei is somewhere far, far away. That is why I'm speaking to you in this manner. Some of you I have not seen in quite some time. Those of you I am speaking to for the first time, allow me to say, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Abe no Seimei, the greatest onmyoji of all time. Aww. Assassin and Saber. The coincidence? Oh, we have choices now. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna pick Raiko. Alright, let me just like slap together a different party real quick. Oh, a confidence. Oh, my bad, my bad. I can't read apparently. Let's see, who else do I want to use for the hell of it? So we have... Ah, fuck it. Murasaki. This time, give me a K-scope. Actually, I should get Tamamo. Alright. Considering he has clairvoyance and Eastern magic styles have fallen out of favor in the modern age, he's kinda right. Oh. I've overheard everything. Oh, and when I say everything, I do mean everything. With all of Heian-kyo inside my bounded field, I know what takes place there better than I know how to clean my own house, better than I know how clean my own house is. I hear every triviality that takes place on the east side, every event that happens on the west side, and every underhanded trick playing out in the palace. Aww. Some privacy would have been nice, man. Just kidding. And of course I know all about the conversations that took place in Lady Fujiwara no Karuko's house, including the ones between Kintoki, Lady Danzo, Kirby, and the people of Chaldea. I don't suppose your middle name is Zeus, is it? Come now, I'm not that good. You're gonna make me blush. Oh my god. Okay, it's nice that he has a nice little sense of humor here. Well, no, you won't, but even so. Zeus, what's that? In this case, I believe it refers to an enormous monitoring device. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, Sammy definitely gives off that impression. He always seems to know everything that's going on way before he could have heard about it. You just know he's got to be using a ton of Shikigami or whatnot to watch and listen in on all sorts of stuff. He does give off that impression, yes. That he does. You know, I think we went from compliments to just backhanded comments like, oh yes, he sure does know a lot. Oh yes, uh-huh. It was like, mm-hmm. Oh my, I had no idea. Well, now it seems my stock is falling at a rather alarming rate. Stock? Oh, I mean the stocks you see out in the field. Fucking damn it. What the fuck? Is this? Oh my god, this dialogue. Is it just me, or do you know a weird number of modern expressions? Do I now? Well, certainly you and your fellow Chaldeans already know about mystic eyes capable of looking into the future, no? At any rate, that is not a crucial topic of discussion at this moment, so I suggest we move on. Hey, no, answer the damn question! Same and his future knowledge, only 2 other people in the room share. Also, you didn't get any of this? Oh, you didn't get any of this dialogue? Oh, was it stemming from the Zeus line that I picked or something? Huh. Let's talk about that great idiot that is Limbo what that great idiot that is Limbo has been up to. Who knew going for the Zeus call-out had this much text? Oh, damn. It's a good thing I went for the joke answer here in this case. Alright. As you've most likely already guessed, Limbo is indeed the one responsible for the pseudo-tree of emptiness that has taken root in the palace grounds. Pseudo-tree of emptiness? I'm still not sure what it means, but that's definitely what Limbo called it. Regardless, Ashio Domin summoned that black tree of emptiness. Well, more accurately, while it pains me to say this, it was something of a collaborative operation between poor Ashio Domin and Limbo. It seems Limbo, who was summoned as the personification of the evil that dwelled within Domin's body, whispered something wicked in Domin's ear, which led to his soul being swallowed up. Poor thing. Swallowed up? So then, back when he saw him in the palace, Limbo had already swallowed up Domin's soul? Oh yes, but don't beat yourselves up for not realizing it. His evil nature was still hidden deep inside him at the time, so there's no heroic spirit presence you could have sensed. None of you did anything wrong. Limbo just happened to be one small step ahead. At any rate, he is certainly not hiding any longer. I believe that is due to your success in halting the Imperial Holy Grail War. Then, that demonic tree was originally supposed to appear once the Imperial Holy Grail War had concluded. Essentially, he got tired of waiting. Originally, he planned to collect the souls of 7 heroic spirits so that he could link a Holy Grail to his Tree of Emptiness, almost immediately completing it. And that is Limbo's ultimate objective, to grow the tree to full maturity so that it may bloom. While I don't know whether it'll also function as a wish granter once it reaches that point. With 7 heroic spirit souls powering it, I'm quite sure it will generate tremendous magical energy, enough to make the impossible possible. That being said, I'm afraid I still don't know exactly what it is Limbo wishes to do with that Tree of Emptiness, since he never got around to saying anything about that. Then the whole story about granting the winning master's wish was nothing more than bait. Otsuna. I'm alright, Caster. Kintoki's lightning has already given me the jolt I needed to wake up. I'll never again mistake what I should cut down and what I should protect. Limbo's wish is the only one the wish granter produced. Is the only one the wish granter produced through the Imperial Holy Grail War. Feels awkward for me to read. But now you have surprised him by surpassing his expectations, and he has grown impatient. That's why he has shown his hand, the pseudo tree of emptiness, and abruptly cancelled the Imperial Holy Grail War. That was awkward phrasing. Yeah, I was like Limbo's wish is the only one the wish granter produced through the. That is awkward as fuck to read. Now, he has begun summoning heroic spirits through different means. I have to say, I'm surprised by how aggressive Limbo is being here. Domin was never so rash. So, what about Saisetsu and Hyobi? Did Limbo summon them then? Indeed. I wish drinking this drink didn't make so much noise. I'm sorry about that. They call themselves by the names of the two Hashojin, the eight Omyodo general gods of all things. As much as that infuriates me, I'll put it aside for now. We still have more important things to discuss. It's not that much noise, actually. Oh, thank you. As I just said, there are 8 Hashojin, and Limbo is calling himself by one of their names. So we should assume he will summon the other 7 separately. At the moment, 2 of them have materialized and are making their way north from Heian-kyo's southern edge. Once they have crossed Suzaku Gate and made their way into the palace grounds, they plan to sacrifice their own souls to the pseudo tree of emptiness. Not that intrusive? Ah, okay. And since the pseudo tree of emptiness has already acquired the souls of 4 heroic spirits from the Imperial Grail War, Limbo only needs 3 of these new heroic spirits to reach the tree for him to win. Got it. But what happens if we blow them away before they reach the tree? That would likely help to some degree. If they all needed to feed the tree their souls was If all they needed to do to feed the tree their souls was simply kill themselves on materializing, they would have done so by now. So it seems safe to assume that the soul's proximity to the pseudo tree of emptiness is an important factor. However, given what happened in Shimosa, we should also assume that the Holy Grail will collect their souls automatically if they should die. Which means... what does that mean? We cannot let these general gods cross Suzaku Gate, and neither can we kill them. Is that it, Lord Seimei? So, we gotta capture him without killing him, huh? Sounds like that's gonna be a tall order with these guys. That it will be. The Hashojin will certainly be very powerful heroic spirits. You're not likely to be able to stop them if you're holding back, but neither can you afford to shatter their spirit cores and let that demonic tree consume their souls. So our only choice is to seal their souls away, without letting them dissipate. Show them, Karuko. Yes, Lord Seimei. Are these Omyodo talismans? They got so many pretty patterns on them. They're very cute. These are Taizen talismans. I thought something like this might happen. Clairvoyance. So I prepared 8 of them ahead of time. Clairvoyance. Once you shatter one of those Hashojin spirit cores, all you need to do is slap one of these on them. Literally just like run up and just slap them with the talisman. It's like boom. Like they're like kneeling on the ground all battered up. You just slap them on the face with like a sticker talisman. Do that and the Hashojin souls will remain in this world for a while, never reaching the pseudo tree of emptiness. If you can destroy the Holy Grail, that is, the pseudo tree of emptiness, before the souls can pass on, all will be well. Once the tree is gone, their souls will be released before they ever have the chance to be used for something evil. Sounds like a plan. Then our next course is clear. Suna, Kintoki. I'm ready. Oh yeah, I'm good to go whenever. Now we of the Seiwa Genji must band together. Now the 4 heavenly kings and I must show what we are truly capable of. Lady Media, nursery rhyme, we cannot afford to lose you, lest the enemy gain new souls in service of his goal. Lady Kirby, Lady Danzo, you two are our esteemed guests, and Kintoki's very first friends. Aww. So, I would like to ask you to remain here if that is at all possible. Would you? No, Lady Raiko, I promise I won't get in the way. If you're going up against heroic spirits, then I know I can be of help. I swear I will. I'm going too, Raiko. Manjumaru. After all, I came here to help my friend. You better believe I'm going to. Limbo's gotten away with too much for too long. It's time I put an end to this. I see you're all intent on making me worry, but I suppose that is a mother's burden. You're all so very brave, Suna. I feel as though the scales have fallen from my
The scales have fallen from my eyes as well. Very well then. I shall consider all of you Genji warriors from now on. Now come, and let us protect Kyo together. Genji, move out!
Genji, move out! Let's go!
Detecting a large number of monsters around Suzaku Avenue. I believe they are kind of familiar, most likely Shikigami that Limbo himself is manipulating with talismans. Imperial officers and our fellow Genji warriors are doing their best to fight them off, but the enemy appears to have the advantage.
Great, now we have the Genji and then Tokugawa traits.
That said, these Shikigami are...
Leader, thank goodness you're here!
These things are Shikigami being controlled by an Onmyoji somewhere. We've been cutting them and burning them, but they refuse to die. It's almost as though they're undying corpses. Corpses are Oni. It makes no difference. We fight until we make our way through them. Genji, advance!
Hell yeah! Genji, advance! Let's go, Kirby. Genji, advance! Ah! Let's go! If only we can see like the Genji warriors in the background helping fight and stuff. Ooh. Best hope we never meet someone with the enemy of Japan trait. That's a 5-turn attack buff? Though I guess that was true anyway. Even MC Japanese. So it's a 3-node deal. I think we can face card this. Let me see. Sabers. Well. Actually, what was this one? Demonic. Special attack with heaven and right. Wait, is this only for one turn? Right? No, 3 turns. Okay. Excuse me. This is a good reminder for anyone who forgot Merlin is pretty swole for a pure support caster. Oh. Okay, time out. He keeps biting his tongue when he casts spells, so he just hits things with a sword. Wait, both him and Solomon have an issue like that? Oh my god. Oh, crit strength. Oh, hell yeah. Actually, wait, if I have crit strength up, then... Oh, should be fine if I actually do this instead. Solomon worries too much, so he fucks up his spells. Woo! Only Merlin gets the short end of the stick there. Well, I'll just go end this fight though. I'm not gonna use the extra MP. Oh yeah.
Uma missile. Seimei may be the most competent Grandcaster candidate? Huh. The enemy is instantly regenerating from its injuries. It's just like what happened with the heroic Spirit Sword Masters. Indeed, they have been made artificially immortal by keeping their spirit core separate from their bodies. I'm told that in Shimosa, Lady Musashi was only able to reach her spirit core thanks to her extraordinary technique and Lord Muramasa's peerless blade. But all we have here are these 8 talismans Lord Seimei gave us. How can we stop these creatures for good? Can't mess up an incantation when you're just using paper. What if you forgot to dot a certain character and it's like, whoops! And didn't notice? Out of my way. The enemies have completely vanished. Hurrah! Huh. Man, this really takes me back to Onigashima. I've also cast spells on them to enhance their attack power. When paired with their natural combat capabilities, they should be able to neutralize artificial immortality. Then again, seeing how they fight, they might have been fine without my spells. Get out of our way! We're coming through! We need to get to those 2 Hasojin making their way up the road before they reach Suzaku Gate. Come on, Kirby. No. Boss! You never got to do Onigashima? Aww. Alright. So, one more thing of the same deal? Fucking I'm lazy. Time to go the lazy route again. Now where is Tamamo? And still wanna... I don't really use Scotty anymore, well, that much, but I still wanna at least finish what I started. And at least get the Bond 12 going. I'm not gonna get to Bond 15 at this point, but eh. There we go. Onigashima was the time you managed to proc an insta-kill on a servant. I still have yet to proc an insta-kill on a servant to this day. So wait, if you can you proc an insta-kill on a servant with multiple HP bars, or would that just deplete their 1 HP bar before moving or breaking to the next one? It was during a raid 2, thankfully Kyo was not the raid boss herself. You only just break 1 bar? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a feeling I was like, if it's gonna like kill once, like that would be like just 1 health bar, right? Huh. Oh, my drink. So insta-kill before damage is good against bosses, but you're unlikely to manage it. Yeah.
腰が違うのです。腰がてかやりましたわ。剣圧にて海を立つ櫓のごときクジラマン大入道ご剣断いざ魔剣破り受けたまわる。
お疲れですか。では遊戯といたしましょう。
The hostas have all disappeared. That takes care of all the Shikigami Limbo presumably sent. I'm also detecting 2 extremely powerful magical energy signals ahead. Please, be careful everyone. These must be the new heroic spirits Lord Abeno Seimei told us about. 2 of the Hashojin, Saisetsu and Hyobi. I just heard someone call our corpse names. Just when we're almost at Suzaku Gate. Aha, I see, so there are a few heroic spirits here. Now, don't be like that. Take a closer look, or just sense their spirits for yourself. These people ain't like the ones we kill so easily. These are real warriors, just like the kind you surely once knew. It seems we have no choice but to stop and deal with them. Flee for your lives, brave and powerful Heian warriors. None can stand in our way. Oh, hello Tauta. Oh. My corpse's cursed name is Saisetsu Tawara Tota. I will be the death of all of you. My corpse's cursed name is Hyobi Suzuka Gozen. If death is what you want, I will gladly kill you all. Unlimited poison rice. God, demonic Tota and Suzuka? Dear God. Way unknown. Oh. Can I just go the lazy route again and pray that it all works out without needing to substitute anyone? Or, without having to rearrange for an actual party instead of... Please? So, what's my battery life? Half, okay. Flee for your lives, brave and powerful Heian warriors. None can stand in our way. My corpse's cursed name is Saisetsu Tawara Tota. I will be the death of all of you. My corpse's cursed name is Hyobi Suzuka Gozen. If death is what you want, I'll gladly kill you all. 1, 2, 3. It seems we have 2 casters, 1 assassin, 3 warriors, and 1 kid. Seriously? Do you really think you can stop the 2 of the Hashojin with such a pathetic group? Tawara Tota, Suzuka Gozen. What? I see, so these are heroic spirits. It hadn't really sunk in earlier since we only knew of casters from foreign worlds. But I see now that these are truly fearsome warriors of legend. Fujiwara no Hidesato, also known as Tawara Tota, renowned for slaying the Great Centipede and for ending one of the rebellions in East Japan. Lady Suzuka Gozen, also known as Tate Eboshi because of the hat she wore, daughter of the Demon King of the Fourth Heaven, and slayer of countless Oni. So these are heroic spirits, humanity's accomplishments made manifest. And not just any accomplishments either. These heroes are responsible for some of the greatest feats in human history. Tawara Tota, slayer of the Great Centipede, Suzuka Gozen, the Demon King's princess and wielder of numerous mythical blades. Such fearsome opponents, they practically overflow with magical energy. Even with Lady Raiko, Lord Watanabe no Suna, and Lord Kentoki, the strongest Heian warriors on our side, we are still no match for them. Master, we cannot hope to fight them directly. Lady Danzo, I don't know much about magical energy. It means we are at a great disadvantage. And your point is? Oh. Oh-ho. All that matters is who's standing when the battle ends. Whatever our field of battle, this remains Kyo, the most prosperous city in Japan, and the heart of the human world. Should we take even a slight single step back, Kyo would fall, human society would crumble, and once proud warriors would turn to villainy. And so, we of Genji shall never falter in the face of our enemies. Even if those enemies be great heroes of legend, we will fight, and we will win. Do you know what makes a warrior a warrior? The willingness to swing their sword, pick up their spear, and hone their martial arts. Also, they might stand firm in the face of death. Suna, Kintoki, we are here. You're goddamn right. Tawara Tota and Suzuka Gozen, huh? I've never been much for book learner, but even I remember hearing those names. I got no doubt they're gonna be real tough enemies, but here's the thing, Danzo. Now that they've shown up here under Limbo's control, it's a whole different story. Whatever it takes, we're gonna stop him right here, right now. Genji, advance! Genji, advance! Understood. In this land, in this time, I thought our names alone would break your spirits. It seems I underestimated the warriors of this time. No, the Genji clan's leaders. Come, Suzuka Gozen, and let us see what they can do. You got it. My Daitoran should be just the thing to see what the top warriors of this time are really made of. Oh, let's go. Please don't be any... Okay, who am I kidding? There's gonna be bullshit gimmicks here, isn't there? Or is this gonna be relatively straightforward? Oh, fuck me. Break their HP gauge and make them get serious. Oh, they're intentionally NPCing themselves until... Oh... Alrighty then. Their gimmick is total ass. Oh boy. Alright. How much am I going to regret this? Oh. Okay, time out. I should have brave trained then. Although I would like the extra NP, but... Hold on, time out. I mysteriously crashed again. It's weird how if you don't break their health bars all in one turn, your game just crashes, man. Anyways. Damn, sorry. I wanted to wait at least like one turn before using the NP strength up, just so like I have a chance to like delay like just one turn of charge bar, but... Or I could just go straight for... Oh wait. Oh, the fight ends when I just break them? Oh. I thought it would go on for just like a little bit longer, but oh, okay, thanks. Oh fuck it then, I'll just do this then. Not bad. Just do the same thing. Okay, running back.
魔剣破り受けたまわる。
豊足に憂いなく
Oh.
宗師マクレを紐解けば音の飛行士大統領本術権大神道
夏の嵐に
Hold on, okay. I thought we had to, like, break 2 health bars for some reason. Alright then. Okay, now's the serious shit. Stop talking to the can. Yeah, I mean, I get what they're going for with, like, the demonic sound effects or whatever, just like they did with the previous Shimosa fights and stuff with the possessed, or, well, not really possessed, but, you know, the Swordmaster spirits and all that, but... I mean, at least with Suzuka, it really does sound like she's speaking through her can. Take this! Too easy. Damn, they really are strong. No wonder this Fujiwara no Hidesato ga was a legend. I can't believe he blocked Raiko's surprise attack with just one hand. Real impressive. Gotta hand him that. Ain't gonna be an easy fight. And you know what else this ain't? It ain't golden. How can you guys be this strong and still fight to bring humanity's downfall? It doesn't make sense, right, Raiko? Indeed not, Kintoki. I couldn't agree more. Why would true heroes such as of such legendary renown throw in their lots with a monster hellbent on such destruction? Is the spell this Limbo is using to control you truly so powerful? I, for one, cannot see how your deeply held convictions could ever succumb to such evil. What happened to you, Lord Sato? Haha. I would think you would know better than to try and converse with the enemy during a battle. But, since you simply must know, I suppose I can answer. At their heart, heroic spirits are no more than empty shadows inscribed upon humanity. We are familiars at best, regardless of what we may leave in our wake. And above all, in our case, we are already corpses. Corpses. Corpses have no feelings. Corpses have no wishes. We are truly heartless. All we can do is follow orders and leave destruction in our path. Knew it. Those red eyes. I've said too much. Come, have at you. Namu Hachiman. Nursery rhyme. Lady Media. Master. Oh. I don't know about no more heroic spirits, but like Tauta said, we're already corpses. Thank you, Rick. Words are no more than ornamentation, feelings, wishes, hearts. Nothing more than an illusion. You know, I could just feel that, like, Sora off in the distance just shaking his fist at this dialogue. It's like, what do you mean feelings, wishes, and hearts are nothing more than an illusion? Oh hell no, Sora ain't gonna have any of that bullshit. We are puppets put here to destroy, kill, and lay waste to everything. Do not question us. Do not speak to us. All you need to know is those who are moved to doubt by our names will soon meet grisly ends. All the more so if one of them should be wielding, Taminamaro's Onikiri. Sora comes in and envies them. What would Sora have as a noble phantasm out of like his entire moveset? Take out my voice. Oh, yeah, I know. Like I do a lot of reading streams, like FGO, Grand Blue, JRPGs, however many voiceless games that need me to like, read over everything. Trust me, I know how to hydrate. Although there are some streaks where I go on a while without taking a sip, but I mean, I still have like lots of water near me. Some's a swarm of Keyblades. See, what would one of his Noble Phantasms be? It would be like either one of his like signature moves, or would it be like Sora transforming into like one of his like different forms? I don't know. Oh, stories, begin weaving thy tale. This is the famous Daitoren. Blanket the sky in tiles of color. Skewer the swarm in evil, swarm of evil in heavenly rain. Monjuki can, Juki? Yeah. Juki can, Daishinto. Beam a light enemy's heart. How many guys does I play? I used to play like a good amount concurrently, but I'm just limiting myself to 2 because of like personal limits and IRL things. Right now it's just Fate Grand Order and Grand Blue Fantasy, and with the level of progress I'm in between both games, I'm basically on cruise mode and basically on a like farm what I need and just like cruise by basis. So I don't really like need to spend too much time slaving away now that I've like been this far into both games. Before, like I used to flip between like 3 or 4 gachas in total, like whether it was like Arknights at a time, Epic 7, Saga Reuniverse, and let me tell you, I will recommend Saga Reuniverse. It's extremely free to play friendly, although it's like very grindy, or is like kind of grindy, but it's like very friendly when it comes to the grind, like full autos. You can tweak your full autos in certain ways to have like your character's skills play out in certain ways so that you can like make it consistent or have certain like setups and all that. And like honestly, it's like a lot of cool fan service to fans of the Saga series. I can highly recommend it. But I've also played Dragalia, Rip Dragalia, although I kind of got tired of the event formats, so I kind of like quit like, I forget how many months I put into the game, but not that many months. Wait, did I say Arknights? Gross Frontline for a little bit before I got tired of the Concole style level of grinding, funnily enough. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not a gacha, but yeah, I played Contact Collection for about 2 years, all in hopes of waiting for Iowa to come back in an event, and when she did come back for an event, I failed to get her, and then after a little mini event after that, I pretty much quit Concole. But yeah, Concole was fun for the time being, but it really is like, it is sort of spreadsheet sim, but how I wish there was a proper Concole app and like genuine, either like a new Concole game or like, well, basically Concole Arcade, but like not in the arcade, please. I wish it was like, of all the things I wish for, I wish it was like an actual games of service thing that you can download on PC or phone and shit. I don't know, man. See, what are the gachas? Oh yeah, I used to play Final Fantasy Record Keeper, and this is like way before I streamed. But yeah, like Final Fantasy Record Keeper, Puzzle and Dragons. I played a bunch of. There were, oh yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes for like a couple months before I got fucking tired of its like BS banners and like their like AI PvP system. Fuck that. Cause like the whole like Pokemon nature system they had is complete bullshit, even though they have updated it, I believe, to get rid of like they have a thing you can use, I think, to get rid of the downside, but even then it's still bullshit. Oh yeah, Princess Connect as well. I played it for a bit before I got tired of the fact that Crunchyroll or whatever decided to not go on an accelerated pace and instead go with like a slower pace. And I'm like, bro, because I wanted to get into Princess Connect and catch up to JP, so I don't have to like have this content gap like I do with FGO, right? But then, like, all of a sudden they just said, oh, we're gonna actually slow things down now. I'm like, nah, fuck this. Cause like what, there's like what, 4 years of like a content gap between Pre-Con Global and whatever is in JP or something like that. Although I'm not sure if they changed their stance on that now, but back then that was a deal breaker for me. Cause like all you have to do when it comes to accelerated schedules, give extra pulls for the missing downtime that you would get by playing normally, extra materials, extra XP, extra stamina to make up for what could have been regened like during downtime in between like events and such. 4 years? Yeah, I believe it was like 4 years, I think. I could be corrected. Pre-Con has finally reached the end of the first arc. Oh god. Because like, how many arcs are there in Princess Connect and like on the JP side? But yeah, like, because I knew there was such a good, because I knew there was such a large time gap between where Global was releasing and what JP is at, I'm like, no, they have to be accelerated pace. And then for some reason, like, I'm not sure if this is like a Cygames thing or a Crunchyroll thing or like whoever the fuck, I don't know, like decided to say, hey, let's slow down. I'm like, bro, all you gotta do is just like give ample freebies to make up for lost time, please. How is this so hard to comprehend? Like, god damn it. Cause like I genuinely really like and do recommend Princess Connect, cause like the story, the amount of animations, the cutscenes, like the amount of reading you can do with countless like character stories and stuff. Like you can like put in a lot of time just reading into all these characters and stuff. Although, you know, whether I like a good amount of them or not, I mean, depending on preferences. But like there's a lot of stuff there, and it's genuinely like pretty cool. But the fact that you're not gonna catch up because of some like whoever higher up's decision to slow things down, like, bro. But yeah, what else did I play? There was like a couple. I'm pretty sure there's a couple I still didn't mention too. What was it? Now I was gonna meme a bit, but I was like, does RuneScape count as a mobile game? No, I was kidding. Although I do have RuneScape on my phone, I haven't updated it in forever, funnily enough. How you have to grind account level to increase your character level cap. Yeah, although to be honest, like, it wasn't that bad since you can still level your account or grind your account level relatively quickly, as opposed to like, let's say Granblue Fantasy with how high that like account level curve just shoots up like to the moon. Characters were worse on certain uncapped stages. Oh yeah, that there's some pretty bad about that too. But okay, I know like, I should continue with the cutscene, but there's like some other gotchas I still need to remember. I think there's like what were some other gotchas out there at the time? Oh yeah, there was like Mobius Final Fantasy, which I thought was a little neat at first, although it was on my older phone, which like performed like ass. But then I got overwhelmed by how much content there was to do, because I had no beginner's guide, no nothing. So when I was looking through Mobius Final Fantasy, I had like zero clue on how to like actually figure out what to do to progress versus doing event stuff to not miss out on certain content. And I'm just like, what do I do here? And then I just quit. Mobius had like an interesting story, but bad game balance. Yeah, I never got far enough to see what the bad game balance was, so I don't know. Reuse the story somewhere else though. Oh, wait, speaking of interesting story but bad game balance, Tales of Crestoria. Like, the story is legit interesting. It deserves to be its own freaking Tales game, but it's limited to a fucking mobile game that tries to emulate the Granblue raid system for some fucking reason. And like, I can't remember, has the game shut down yet? Cause like it's doing piss poor if I remember correctly, I think. But like, oh my god, there's so many things that piss me off about Tales of Crestoria. Holy shit. Like, I'm not like a huge Tales fan. I've only played Berseria and Zestiria. I know a lot of like actual veteran Tales fans are just point and laugh at me, but I think all the Tales gotchas are dead. Is Tales of the Race still going? I don't remember. But like, I played Tales of Crestoria for a bit, and like, no joke, the story is legit interesting, you know. And if you can like repurpose the story and remove the Tales cameo characters, because you meet like Velvet, you meet like whoever else, or down the line and stuff. Like, if you just focus on like the Crestoria original cast, there's an interesting story there. But then it'll never see the light of day since it's confined to a dead gotcha. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, cause like it was like the main theme about Tales of Crestoria is all about like essentially like mob mentality, sort of. Oh, you could put it a better way, but basically cancel culture as well. And like the whole story revolving around that with like people like judging guilty before innocent. It was legitimately pretty cool to see, because you're basically rebelling against society since everyone would just like sentence you to basically death. And it's like, no, fuck you guys. So like the fact that your cast is labeled as criminals and giving the middle finger to the world being as it is, I thought that was really fucking cool. Tales of Crestoria threw it off because Vicious carried it hard. That's not going, but then only. Wait, they randomly killed it. Only started second Tales of Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Like they often it's like, hey, we got Tales of what's it called, Luminaria? I don't even know anything about that game, but isn't that game dead too, or at least like not doing well profit wise? I don't know. But I'm just like, bro. Like, why couldn't it actually be like a legit game? I wouldn't mind if it was like a Switch game, or like wherever platform they wanted to release it on, or like something. I don't know. Like even release it on the 3DS for all I freaking care at this point. Like, bro. Although 3DS is kind of dead now, but there was also Tales of Arise, which Grand Blue collabed with. Oh wait. Also got SMT DX2, which when you look at the past the main story is quite brutal. Oh yeah, I never played any of the SMT gotchas. Any like online kind of SMT game I've ever played? SMT Imagine. I never got that far into it though, because I was pretty much kind of a MMO newbie, and I didn't really know where to go, how to progress, or how to really effectively play SMT Imagine. I know there's private servers, but although, oh wait, timeout. Okay, since we're going on this tangent a little while, I remember there was a lawsuit with the SMT Imagine private servers, two of the big, or what was it, out of the major ones, 2 out of the 3, for might as well charge my phone in the meantime. Yeah. I'm gonna do a little emergency charge session while I go on this little tangent. Okay, hold on. Don't mind this little interruption here. But yeah, like with what was it? I'm gonna lose my thought here. Oh yeah, with SMT Imagine, since the game has been officially closed down for a while, right? So there have been several private servers that came up, and 2 of the big 3, for some reason, one of them, right? They put up their private server website, and they recreated it in the image of the official website. But you know what the stupidest thing was? They used the copyright logos of Atlas and whoever else was related to SMT Imagine and slapped their own name next to them. And I'm just like, are you fucking stupid? You don't own this. Like, you could just leave it off, and then the Atlas lawyers would never have come after you. But they had the gall to put their copyright logos along with their private servers logos, like basically saying, oh yeah, like or like they inadvertently basically like legally said, oh yeah, we are partially like affiliated with them for the development of S&T Imagine, which is not the case. Why would you do that? Like, why would you put your freaking name and plaster on the copyright, like, text and logos and shit of Atlas and, like, the S&T property and everything? Like, bro, use custom images, use something, whatever to, like, get the, like, Atlas lawyers off your ass. So you can just let the people who like S&T Imagine to keep playing the game that they like, right? And then they just got slapped with, like, a huge lawsuit. And there's another server whose name I forget again that was in a similar situation. Also was like in what was it? They were actually oh yeah, an accomplice to the first server that I mentioned. And the third server, however, like they're playing it cool because they never did any of that shit. And just in case, I mean, I'm not sure if it's back up now. But they kind of like they're kind of laying low, like they kind of took down their website for the time being, waiting for what was it? Well, they were waiting for like the legal stuff to kind of cool down so they don't get caught up in the crossfire between the two private servers that are getting legal shit from Atlas versus like this third private server that's just like, okay, we just want our community to just enjoy the game and not get caught up in this, so we're just gonna go like shut down our website for a little bit and we'll be back soon. Although again, it's been a little while since that came up, so I don't know how the state of things are now with S&T Imagine private servers. But yeah, like I think I played on it officially for a little bit, or I think, and then when it went down, I think I played on an on a private server. I don't remember like what exact like class or whatever I chose, or do you choose a class or you just choose like skills? I don't remember. But yeah, what was something called like magic bullets or something like that? Because like I was like, oh cool, like yeah, like magic guns, oh that sounds cool, let me try that. But I think I only got to like what, level 15 or 20 or something before I stopped playing, because I went into S&T Imagine completely blind and I had no clue how to actually like get through that game. Like I think there were some, I'm not sure whether or not there were like main quest logs or something for me to kind of like go like, oh hey, your next destination is like over here. I'm like, oh is it? I kind of just wandered around from place to place not knowing what I should have been doing in the first place. Like there's some dungeon stuff I did with like a friend, like some friends of mine, but then I got completely lost. But despite that though, it was still pretty fun. But anyways, now that kind of got the whole S&T Imagine thing off my chest, was there any other mobile games that I've played before? Cause like I've like over the years I've played a bunch. But let's see. I mean, I already mentioned like a lot of the stuff before, you know. Tales of Crestoria, Arc Knights, Girls Frontline, Epic 7, Puzzle and Dragons, Final Fantasy Record Keeper, Mobius Final Fantasy, Princess Connect, you know, the two concurrent ones with Grand Blue Fantasy and Fate Grand Order, Saga Reuniverse, or Saga RS for short. There should have been, I think there should be at least like one more. No, two more. Because Fire Emblem Heroes. And was that about it? I think that might have been about it, but I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting. Also, I think that's enough stalling now. I think like might have gotten a good couple percent out of my phone battery, so I'll bring back the capture in 1 second. Hope you guys didn't mind that. Hey, we're back up to half. Nice. Although I am so sorry for my poor phone being
put through the ringer like this with having to like go back and forth between charging like midstream. This is like the first time I actually, well, I think maybe the first time I actually went back and forth on charging my phone midstream. Let's make a little marker here. Okay. And back to it. Phone torture, yeah. Suda!
Pathetic. Is that really all you got, Heian warriors? How do you expect to defend a city against even Oni if you're so weak? Get it together already. This city is home to many different people. It's the greatest society in all of Japan. The place Tamadamato gave his life trying to defend. You inherited his will, right? You carry a sword, right? Then stand up, damn it! If your legs won't support you, then lean on your sword. Don't let a couple of damn corpses get the better of you. Can you call yourselves the successors if you do? Can you even call yourselves warriors? Impressive, Suzuka Gozen. Even as a corpse, your pride is so strong that it leads you to shed tears of blood. I'm deeply moved. Even as a heartless corpse, I feel something stirring in my chest. How strange. Tauta. I already had my own divinity before this imitation was crammed into me. That's why I can shoot the shit like this.
Hold on, my night mode's going off. Hold on, I don't want this orange here. Also, for reasons I have to like, take this off. Okay.
You're the one who's really amazing. You talk a lot, laugh a lot. If your eyes weren't so red, I bet you'd be a pretty handsome guy. Well, thank you. That's kind of you to say. In that case, I suppose I better show off my better side. Will you join me, Lady, Tateboshi? Maybe. What do you have in mind? That depends on them. I trust you heard us, Genji warriors. We did. I never thought I would meet an opponent so strong as to hold back against us. Your words are harsh indeed. Nonetheless, I hear them loud and clear. Can you still fight, Caster? I'm healing you right now, Lord Tsuna, and I'll cast enhancement spells on everyone else as well. It's true, you guys are real strong. But you haven't killed us off yet. In fact, let me ask you something, Hashojin. You guys are both real good with projectiles. You could have just kept your distance from us. But you didn't. The only way we can fight is to get up close and personal so we can cut our opponents down. But that'd be pretty tough to pull off against fighters as skilled as you two. It's hard to get close to your opponent when they're pelting you with a bunch of arrows and swords. And yet for some reason you guys never kept your distance from us. Why is that? No, wait, don't tell me. I already know why. Cause it wouldn't be golden. Well, brother, am I right? Lord Kintoki is taunting them. There's no underhandedness to his methods at all. The only thing he wants is an up-close fight. However, will we truly be able to defeat the Great Centipede Slayer and the Demon King's princess that way? Did you hear that, Suzuka? I did. What do you think?
You like to point out that Raiko has a boner artwork as well as her NP. Yet they're acting like she can't do range combat too. Oh, you know you got a point. Or maybe it's because the majority of them fight with melee instead of range. I suppose.
I think it's time we ended this. Now that we are corpses, the least we can do is fight with all of our strength so that we may serve as a guiding light for the days yet to come. So basically we're just gonna kill them all, right? What kind of guiding light is that? That's just cruel, Tota. Oh, I don't know about that. If we let our guard down, they could very well end up surprising us.
Kintoki has a story about him throwing an axe like a boomerang so hard he killed a sea monster, cut through the wave it summoned to block his axe. Huh.
Now, come, Suzuka Gozen. It's time we fight with all of our strength. Remember, that is the way of the world we come from. The future is no different. The only thing that may overcome the past, us in this case, is tomorrow.
Here we are. This is like the living Raiko that we know instead of like the Madness enhanced one. So I mean, there's that.
So why not try betting everything on the power tomorrow holds? That sounds real nice and all. But really, when you talk about fighting at full strength, it sounds like you're just saying we should just stop holding back and kill them all. Well, I guess it's not quite the same thing. Sure, it might just be semantics. But hey, semantics are important. Alright, I'm in.
This Raiko should really be her saber form, which is her strongest and scariest form? Huh. I wonder when they'll do like a saber Raiko. MHX like sensing a disturbance in the servant verse.
Master. Tawara Tota and Suzuka Gozen are getting serious. I better steel myself too.
Emergency evasion.
You who possess power, you who thirst, yearn, and struggle to make your wishes reality.
And before Lostbelt 7, Grand Saber Raiko. That'd be neat. And then it'd be time for me to avoid spoilers for however long it'll take to get LB7 and NA. Oh man. I mean, no doubt I'll hear about the, like, whatever new servants that'll come out just through, like, the sheer amount of fan art that'll be everywhere. But story contents, though. Yeah, I'll have to watch for that.
If your desires are true, then join battle and kill as you must. If you dream of seeing what lies beyond tomorrow, use the power you possess to make your way through us. Hell yeah! Time to settle this. A deathmatch stage. So they're still using this place even now that the Imperial Holy Grail War is no more. This is a blood-stained battlefield of limbo, where losing heroic spirits' souls shall be consumed upon defeat. The Imperial Deathmatch stage. My corpse's cursed name is Saisetsu Tawaratota. This is where my bow and arrow shall halt you in your tracks. My corpse's cursed name is Hyobi Suzuka Gozen. This is where my 250 blades will bring your journey to an end. Hear me, O frightful gods, and laugh. Hear me, O glittering sun, and shine. Now come, and show me the extent of your power. Show me what you will do to see your tomorrow. We see your resolve and shall meet it in turn. Suna. Understood. If this is where our lives should end, so be it. Have at you.
Still inhaling tons and tons of copium for Grand Saber Koji Bro. Who is Koji Bro again? Wait, oh, Koji. Alright.
Okay, how bullshit is this? Let's see. Well,
The savior of, yeah, I still love how everyone keeps calling him the savior of France. I love it. I love that it's his fun name because of how hard he carries everyone, like, or how hard he carried everyone during the early days of FGO. Now that I think about it, oh man, again, this is where I really wish I saved my VODs of like the initial singularities of FGO and stuff. Oh man, I really want to see how I went through the initial singularities like as they released and stuff.
Oh yeah, wait. If we're gonna go against this shit, let's see. Oh yeah. For the fun of it. Oh. Okay, Mash, where are you? 11 points. What do I do with 11 points? Oh yeah, I really need to clean up my CE box, but I'm very lazy as you can see here. Didn't I have something here? You know what, sure. There'll be no fun here. Now it's Herc repeating his stint as Alice's replacement. Be carrying the weight of the world. There'll be no fun here, only suffering. Because I have a bad feeling that, I have a bad feeling with whatever gimmick could be in this fight. I feel like Herc might not be able to do this. So I might as well just bring in, like, Mash with a taunt CE for shits and giggles. Alright, let's see. You still don't have Herc? I only have my Herc from getting him during the second 4-star ticket. Because my first one was Tamamo Cat, because I was like, oh, Tamamo! Then we got Tamamo Cat. And so I suffered for quite a bit during the first months of FGO. Both sides. Under the dark sun. Ooh, I like this lineup. Offer up your lives. Oh, what the fuck? Wait. Overcharge? Gain resistance. Apply a state where your no special resist is slightly significantly increased when attacking. What? What was the weight in part 1 though? I don't remember much of feeling it came with double cast Oratoria. So if I'm reading this right, let me see. So you have to hit with the Noble Phantasm to then decrease the... Oh wait, does it mean like it goes down when as the Noble Phantasm is hitting or after it hits? Well, I guess I'll see. Oh wait. They have to NP... Oh! Wait, did I... Wait. Oh! Oh! Okay, yeah, I totally misread that wording. Oh. Oh, fuck me! Oh my god. So... Huh. Oh, I guess I might as well just stop wasting my skills then. Oh dear god. Ow! Good shit. Okay, I'm fucked. And of course, they're both AoE. Okay, so you have to stall them out. You have to stall them out until they Noble Phantasm. And we can't use... Oh, we can't use regular mash for freaking story reasons, so you can't just like super defense up. I mean, you can still use Mold Camelot, but it's not as strong. But... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, because Berserker Musashi gets like eaten alive. Okay, then I suppose I can't really meme it up with Tamamo then, or Tamamo Cat then. Well... does have decreased attack, which helps survivability a little bit. But I think even when these like... Paracelsus is still like... Oh yeah, I don't even have his like magical energy thing here unlocked. Because I believe this is what, 80%, so then I could just do that right away. But even then... Because if I try to go as is... Like... How long... I mean, I guess I would like... Actually, doesn't Musashi's evade last for more than one turn, right? Oh, no. Oh, I thought it was... Oh, no, it's only one time. Wait, is it one time, one turn? Or... Is it just one turn? Or, sorry, one time, I mean. Oh, also doesn't help with the demerit as well. That's really kicking my ass. One time, no limit. Oh, okay. So then maybe I could just keep her... What was it? Maybe I just keep Musashi and just use evade turn one anyways out of precaution. Although, who would my backup be should Musashi die right away? And these are all the AoE arts casters. Well, I guess they don't have to be AoE. Vlad? No, I mean, although he has guts, but even then. Oh. Yang? You have invincibility with target focus. No advantage. Yeah, Vlad seems like a good bet here. An Omni looping. Not that bad of a pick. As a frontliner or as a backup should and when Musashi gets down like within like the first 3 turns. I also feel like I can't use Castor Artoria's CE because in this case I would need her near ready to Noble Phantasm right away. So then Is there anything with like defense up with NP? I don't think so. Defense against male. Well, eh. Damn. So there's no defense up with NP up. For you, their first NP synced up. Yeah, because what was it? Suzuka charged for one turn for you, right? So I'd imagine that helps sync up the timing. Yeah. Okay, it would have to be NP gain per turn. I mean, Prisma Cosmos seems like a no-brainer. Oh, did I be defense up by accident? No, I didn't. Oh, no, because I didn't remove it. Yeah, Prisma Cosmos. Is RNG but gave Musashi more value? One didn't save you? Yeah, because like unless you overcharged your Casa Artoria, then you wouldn't be able to tank both Noble Phantasms. Although, speaking of overcharge, wait, did they not have a thing on the list? No, I think I had saved somewhere. Man, I just need one more and I can FLB or Max Limit Break the Devilish Bodhisattva. If that happens, you would then pop the arts buff on Casaratorias and the Avena Musashi, then Casaratoria NP. Yeah, like you really do need to you would really need to eliminate all aspects of RNG and like pop everything to save, or to make sure no one dies. So Devilish Bodhisattva or get more reliable NP gen? Or... I think I still want to go with Prisma Cosmos though. Yeah. I also really wish I had a Max Limit Broken Black Rail. Anyways. Okay. So that means I gotta remove this thing from Tamamo. Vlad, what do we give you? Dive to blue, I'd imagine? Actually, did Tauta have an evasion, if I remember correctly? Let me look. Actually, let me look him up right now. Cause no duh, I have him like literally right here. It was like Buster, AoE Buster Archer. Yeah, evade 2 times. And then Saber, Charm, Sure Hit. That's gonna suck. Okay. Okay. Although, if anything... I still feel like Dive to Blue would probably be ideal here, just to get like that additional charge in once he enters battle. Although, yeah, I can also use Halloween Arrangement for a turn, like if Tamamo gets swapped in early somehow, and then just use Morph to then have like 3 defense ups that would pretty much guarantee Tamamo lives, especially with the fact that she's almost level 120. Yeah, or Yeah. If it syncs up, Suzuka will go first. My popper sure hit buff, which is why Kazutori buff still needed. Yeah. Oh, this fight's gonna be nasty. Shobu. I miss the announcer.
大丈夫。落ち着いて。普段通りに。
So you gotta play it safe until then. Four turns. If only my cast oratory was MP2, then I can go for see if I can go for an overcharge or a 200% if possible. I think the play here, since we're just waiting, I think we just pop these right away. Just so we can get the cooldowns going and save the arts buffs for when we're actually gonna do damage. So who am I gonna give the single target generation to? Well, probably not Musashi given the situation, so then I guess one to each of the Artorias to get both of them evenly distributed. Because I need to start building up everyone's NP gauge. So wait, if it's overcharged, what does it mean again? Actually, does this wait? I forget. Does overcharge mean it takes it's twice as fast with cooling down?
やります。もちろん。もちろん。やった。やった。
Oh, come on! Come on, I don't want her to go fucking turn. Oh, don't make me use a fucking evade right away. God. And just to top it all off, it was a crit too, like, bro. Oh my god. It sucks not having proper defense up, but even then, Musashi's still a berserker, so berserker pain. Oh, what? Bro! They all targeted her! I think I'll do it like this so we can at least survive for one more turn. But for sure, I'm saving my Cassaratoria's NP for the Noble Phantasm. Praying for the 90% crit to help loop this. Oh, the game wasn't as much as I thought because we didn't have the... Oh man, they wiped it all off evenly. You really have to freaking stall this out? Like, goddamn.
負けないぞ。もちろん負けないぞ。突破します。セクエンス。なんだ、覚悟しろ。
Okay, there they go. Oh my gosh, she's so low already. So just to make sure they sync up here and make life easier for me, need to stun Tauta. Ooh, this is not good. This is so very not good.
負けないぞ。やります。
峰打ちじゃ。
ここでまっすぐそこ動かない。
Come on, Artoria, stay with me for one more turn. I'll accept that. Although, oh wait, but if I was like considering using Musashi NP to then NP chain for the extra overcharge, the problem is going to be NP sealing Suzuka at a high chance. No, I would probably have to just, yeah, I would have to arts. Yeah, I would have to arts buff both Castratorias.
白兵戦行きます。望まれることを望まれたように負けないぞ。
Oh,
そ
this
れはいつ
sucks.
か来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐ。
宗師マクロを紐解けば音の聞こえし大統領本術権大神道
素晴らしい。
Oh! For only one turn? Bro. Bro. Make the best of it. I'm forced to put into Mama then. I need this damage.
今の兆し巡るとチャンバラ上等ガンガン行くわ。
Do I really need the attack up right now? Or the defense down, I mean.
あらさ清め様。
Oh, actually, I might need to pop the, Yeah, no, I need to pop it. For the NP strength. Okay, I have a feeling it's not gonna be enough because I had to. Bro, I didn't know. I thought like it would just remove it or put like for 2 turns of vulnerability, not this shit. Okay.
So then, do you have to do this again as well? Oh. Oh. No. Are you fucking serious? And now it speeds up? Okay, like the fact that it speeds up is actually in my favor. But can I get Tamamo NP in time, or should I just... I feel like if I want to take my chances, I feel like I just go with the Arts Chain with Tamamo third card. And see how it goes. Because I'm also banking on Musashi not taking a bad hit. She can take a hit. No more though.
もちろんやります。ここでまっすぐ豊足姫に腕役。
Son of a... I should have put on the longer target focus CE. Fuck. Oh, I should have put on the one that lasted 3 turns. Fuck me. Pain. Yodi is dead. Although I could use this opportunity for like Vlad to do a cleanup, honestly. Or worst case scenario. No, that's gonna be our only case. Popping Musashi's last skill for the one-time guts. Oh, that is so bad. Let's see. I don't have anything else I can really do at this point. Also, because I ended up popping this early, I can't sync up Tauta's NP again. Okay, I'm gonna have to bank on this, honestly. I don't really have much else to do. Okay. Well, we can cast our Artoria here. Unfortunately... No, but I won't have enough... Oh, I won't have the cooldowns match up though. Oh, because that one's at 3 turns and not 2. Wait, what did my command card do again?
Remove one debuff immune. Well, they don't really have that. I'm actually gonna go flip it around here. And I'll just have to pray. Oh my god, again, why couldn't they have like 2 turns of downtime? Fuck me. Oh.
私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けて、アラウンドカリバーン。豊橋姫に憂いなく。
One's already down. Actually, no, that should work in my favor. One more. Okay. Oh yeah, actually with this as well. Actually no, but I don't have... Oh, I don't have crap for... Yeah, I have NP seal, but I don't have much else in the way of... in terms of damaging Tauta, because like the arts buffs. Is fine if Tauta dies? No, of course I plan on going for him because it's my chance. Black comes in to clean up. Yeah, the problem is like I don't know how long everyone else can survive. Well, although Tamamo morph and then I guess Artoria would just have to invuln herself and then... Actually, wait. So then... So I do my thing. Because I think I should probably save this attack up. Actually, I think this might be a... I think this might be the turn to sack Musashi. Although, wait. Oh wait, no, because wait. If she... NP seals... Actually, there might be a chance I could... No, okay, no, I'm gonna pop it, And I'm just gonna go as is. Who will get the arts chain? Actually... No, but I don't want Musashi to do as much damage as possible, though. Would I go for a Brave Chain? Or would I go with, like, NP, Castoratoria, Musashi, so that... Actually, wait, if that's 20 extra, that's 43%, then 73, then I'm still missing 27% NP. Unless like Artoria takes like a whole bunch of hits in a row, but then with the crit ups on everyone, I don't think she would make it. She eats a nasty crit. Okay, let's see. And Tamamo. Okay, I feel like I might just have to go for the Brave Chain just to like secure as much damage as possible because we only have 2 attack ups and nothing else. So I feel like this might be my only option. Although this will definitely not kill though, like this is gonna be fuck all for damage. This is gonna be the only turn he's vulnerable. Wait, did she just guard the NPC? That's Saber Magic Resistance. Okay, I still have yet to close the game, but I'm considering my options right now. So... Casteratoria is gonna freaking die. Tamamo might have enough defense or HP to raw tank it, maybe? Berserker Musashi has her evasion, though probably not for long. Less saber magic resistance. Yeah, fuck. Okay, hold on. I need to reevaluate that turn. I don't think there's really not much room I have for manipulating the turn at this point, so ooh. What else can I do? Unless I like command spell NP for Artoria. Yeah, I literally have one thing that I can change that would change like the NP seal RNG. But that's the extra attack and NP that can go into Vlad. But then if I don't seal, Casteratoria will die for sure. I feel like in this situation I just have to go with the attack buff then. There's literally nothing else I can change about this outcome. Or there's only like one thing I can do to change the outcome, and I'm even not sure how it'll be affected. Alright, I just have to go for it then. So if I'm gonna count on... No, but then there's a chance that the seal could go through. So then, let me go Arts Chain with everyone here and see what the result will be. Yeah, Taoto is definitely not gonna die from like the Brave Train anyways. Okay, so the seal actually did go through. The seal went through. Okay. So if I can pray to RNG and hold out one more turn, if I can hold out for one last turn, then I could hold Castoratoria's NP. I can do, or was it? I can drain one charge off of Suzuka, line their NPs up, overcharge Artoria for the 2-hit, and then should everyone still remain alive, I should be able to go for the final burst. Yeah. Okay, also I feel like no matter what I do, I feel like... Actually no, we got one evasion for... Actually no, wait, we got one hit of evasion for Musashi, so actually... We could...
Yarimasu. もちろん。負けないぞ。突破します。ここで
need to live one more turn. Oh my god. No one goes for Tamamo. Oh my god, no one goes for Tamamo, dude. This fucking sucks. And my Mystic Code stuff doesn't wear off or go off cooldown just yet. Oh my god. It's funny because for this fight you went with the Fate's Day Night theme team, saw the gimmick, wasn't feeling it. Merlin Tamamo stall it is. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I still want to give the arts buff to Musashi for damage. And I'm just gonna bank on the RNG change. I got nothing. I got nothing. Come on. With protection from air. Fuck! Oh, no. Oh, wait. No. No. This works out. Because we got our Ignore Invincible coming up next turn, and we can stage 2 Caliburn. Alright. Yeah. And the command code that I have should give Tamamo some extra NP to work with on hit. Unfortunately, NP game won't be of much use here since everyone else is near max, although... Oh, wait. Was Musashi not? Oh. Right, wait, I didn't build up Musashi's... Actually, oh wait. Actually, no, never mind. Or... Actually, wait, would this be enough? Yeah, this should be enough. Oh. God damn, all these crit buffs, man. Oh my god, fuck this fight. Oh, I got to... Oh, please. I think that should be enough? Oh, fuck this fight. Oh my god. Alright, let's wrap this up. Well, this chapter anyways. O great Bodhisattva of arms, I beseech thee, deliver my arrow unto its target. O stories, begin weaving thy tale. This is the famous Daitoren. Blanket the sky in tiles of color.
Skewer the swarm of evil in heavenly rain. Monjuki Ken Daishinto. Hachiman. Demonic. Prayer. Sun shower. Ooh. Oh, damn. So, that's your answer. God damn, battle damage Suzuka. Unbelievable. And Talza just gets blood splatters, no, as far as I can tell, there's no actual battle damage, right? Just blood splatters. Oh man. Dude, even when it comes to like the battle damage expressions and like art and stuff, even the males get the short end of the stick here. First with Summer, now with this. Come on, where's my equality here? No, just kidding. You wait for the moment we release the Noble Phantasm's true names. To think that living warriors could defeat us. By virtue of having become heroic spirits. Indeed. We of the Genji clan have no lead-up for our attacks. You know, that is kind of true. In a fair fight, this was our only chance for victory. Now I see, they took advantage of the Noble Phantasm's one moment of vulnerability. They actually aimed for that? Yes, I believe so. They understood that the true name of a Noble Phantasm must be spoken in order to use it and waited for that exact moment. Hence the fight gimmick. Although, sorta. You have to wait until after they used it, but I mean, okay, close enough. Man, I can never pull off a trick like that. Raiko, brother, you two are really something else. A brief span of time, no more than a twinkling of a star. Laughs in Okito forgetting her Noble Phantasm. Ironic, calling out your attack supposed to make you stronger, not more vulnerable. You know, you're supposed to let it play out, just like transformation sequences in anime. You're so or in JRPGs and stuff. You're supposed to let them like do all their stuff. It's only proper etiquette for this stuff. You don't want to cut them off early. You're like, what the heck? Where's the sportsmanship in that? Nah, just kidding. That was our only chance for victory. If you two had not been heroic spirits, empty shadows of your former selves, and so lacked that momentary vulnerability, this battle would have ended very differently. It also means that the key to our victory lay in your generosity in showing us those techniques of yours once before. So please, hear me now. Thank you, generous and valiant forebearers. Not at all. You were magnificent. Now that you mention it, you're right. I never used to say anything when knocking my bow. In a fight to the death against a skilled warrior, I could simply keep my prayers for Lord Hachiman in my heart. But as a heroic spirit, that was no longer the case. No, more accurately, I am but the corpse of one. It just goes to show that I truly am not the man I once was. So much for that. I only wish we could have fought on more equal ground. No, thank you. We would have no hope of winning in that case. That being said, yes. If it were to happen after our duties were fulfilled, it would be a great honor. Farewell, Genji warriors and your associates. If we should ever meet again, I hope we share a delicious drink of... Wait, hold up. As the daughter of the Demon King of the Fourth Heaven, I should like be the one to say that. Yeah. Hope to see you again someday. Not heartily. Aren't we supposed to slap on the... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I was like, wait, aren't we supposed to slap on the talismans? Master, the talismans. To Aseme's talismans coming right up. The enemy has been completely neutralized. I also confirmed that Lord Seimei's talismans have successfully sealed away their spirit cores, which means we have officially defeated 2 of the Hashojin. Genji killer, first half? Oh shit. Alright, that is gonna be it for tonight. Oh my god.